Welcome my amazing family. If you're new here, you're highly welcome. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you don't miss any hot gist. To my returning subscribers, I love and appreciate you always. Now let's get into today's real talk gist. The internet has been buzzing non-stop after what many fans are now calling a clear standard-setting moment by Uche Nancy when it comes to the kind of man that will eventually marry her daughter, Sonia Uche. And as expected, once Sonia's name enters any serious conversation, Maurice Sam was immediately dragged into the discussion by fans, willingly or unwillingly. This gist no be small one. It touches motherhood, upbringing, marriage standards, Nollywood relationships, and the constant pressure fans put on celebrities' private lives. Sit tight. Everything started subtly, not with insults, not with dragging, but with principles. Those who have followed Uche Nancy for years already know she's not the loud type when it comes to social media drama. She doesn't shout. She doesn't explain herself too much. But when she talks, especially about her children, people listen. Recently, her comments, actions, and past interviews started resurfacing online, and fans began piecing things together. The message was loud and clear: any man that wants to marry Sonia Uche must meet a certain standard. Not vibes. Not popularity. Not online chemistry. Real-life standards. That was when fans said, oh. Maurice Sam, come and see something. Let's be honest, Sonia Uche and Maurice Sam's on-screen chemistry has always been dangerous. The kind that makes viewers forget it's acting. From romantic roles to emotional scenes, the two of them have made fans believe something might be going on behind the cameras. Whether it's true or not, fans already wrote the love story in their heads. But here's the problem: fans don't raise children, parents do. Uche Nancy is not just a Nollywood producer, she is a mother of daughters in an industry where values are constantly tested. Over the years, she has repeatedly emphasized discipline, self-worth, and intentional living. Her daughters are not just actresses, they are reflections of her parenting. People started analyzing how Sonia Uche carries herself: calm, focused, drama-free compared to many of her peers. No constant relationship scandals. No unnecessary social media fights. No clout chasing. That alone already tells you there is home training involved. So when fans began screaming Maurice Sam for Sonia in comment sections, some others quickly responded, do you think it's that simple? Do you know the kind of man Uche Nancy is raising her daughter for? Boom, collision. That was where the dragging started. Some fans went as far as listing the requirements they believe Uche Nancy expects from her daughter's future husband. Emotional maturity. Financial stability. Respect for family. Fear of God. Clear purpose. Not just fame. Not just sweet mouth. Not just fine face. One comment that went viral read: Uche Nancy did not raise Sonia Uche to marry vibes and movie chemistry. She raised her for substance. Omo. That comment scattered everywhere. Naturally, Maurice Sam's name started trending alongside Sonia's. Some fans defended him heavily, saying he is hardworking, respectful, and focused. Others were not having it at all. They questioned his readiness, his lifestyle, and whether he fits into the kind of structured family Uche Nancy runs. This is where it became messy. People began projecting assumptions. Some said Maurice Sam is too playful. Some said he is more of a free spirit. Others said that online personality is different from real life and fans should stop judging. But you see the truth. This conversation is bigger than Maurice Sam. It's about how African mothers, especially women like Uche Nancy, see marriage. For them, marriage is not romance alone. It is legacy. It is alignment. It is structure. It is future. One thing Uche Nancy has never hidden is her belief that marriage should not reduce a woman. Her daughters must marry men who understand partnership, not ownership. Men who are secure enough to allow their wives grow. That alone already scares many men. Let's be honest. So when fans started shouting Maurice Sam, some others responded, is he ready for that level of responsibility? And that question alone dragged him into a conversation he never publicly asked for. Another angle that made this gist hotter is how Uche Nancy has always protected her daughters from premature relationship pressure. You hardly see her encouraging online shipping. She doesn't tease. She doesn't fuel rumors. Silence, but intentional silence. In African parenting, silence is not ignorance. It's control. Sonia Uche herself has never publicly claimed Maurice Sam or any man for that matter. She stays focused on work, family, and faith. That alone already aligns with the kind of standard her mother represents. Some fans felt disappointed. They wanted fairy tale romance. They wanted confirmation. They wanted wedding bells. But real life is not Nollywood. One fan said, if Uche Nancy can raise 4 daughters in Nollywood without scandals, then she definitely knows what she's doing. Another replied, exactly. Any man entering that family must come correct. This is where the conversation turned from gossip to respect. Even those who love Maurice Sam had to admit one thing: marriage is not about popularity. It's about compatibility with values. Some fans accused Uche Nancy of being too controlling. Others shut that down immediately, saying there's a difference between control and guidance. African mothers don't joke with who marries their daughters, especially first daughters like Sonia. It's not wickedness. It's protection. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Was Maurice Sam truly drugged, or was he simply caught in fans' imagination? The truth is, he didn't say anything. Sonia didn't say anything. Uche Nancy didn't say anything. Yet the internet was on fire. That alone shows how powerful fan culture has become. People now create narratives and expect real humans to live inside them. But if there's one lesson from this whole gist, it's this: parents still matter. No matter how old, famous, or independent you are, African parents' values still follow you. And for someone like Sonia Uche, whose mother is very present in her life, those standards are non-negotiable. Another interesting thing fans noticed is how Uche Nancy's daughters carry themselves differently from many others. No public disrespect. No messy relationships. No desperate validation online. That doesn't happen by accident. So when fans say, Uche Nancy has set the standard, they are not exaggerating. She has shown that fame doesn't erase values. Beauty doesn't replace character. Love doesn't ignore structure. As for Maurice Sam, whether he fits that standard or not is not for fans to decide. Life will answer that question in time. One thing is sure though: whoever marries Sonia Uche will marry into a legacy, not just a woman. And that alone requires maturity, readiness, and intention. So to those dragging Maurice Sam unfairly, calm down. To those forcing a relationship narrative, rest. And to those praising Uche Nancy's parenting, you're not wrong. At the end of the day, this gist is not about hate. It's about standards. And standards will always offend people who are not ready to meet them. What do you think? Do you believe Uche Nancy is right to set strong standards for her daughter's marriage? Do you think fans should stop forcing Nollywood love stories into real life? And do you think Maurice Sam is being unfairly dragged, or is the conversation necessary? Drop your honest opinion in the comment section, backhand index pointing down. Before you go, please like, comment, share, and subscribe so you don't miss any premium Nollywood gist. Thank you for staying with me. I appreciate you always.